The process is always a big factor in it. I mean, the way my work develops tends to be creating these textures and environments that are layers and layers of process. So the process orientation of etchings, although it's very different, still feels the same to me in a way. The works take on dynamics that if you weren't as concerned with process, you wouldn't have. I like the depth to an otherwise flat object. Like there feels like there's an interesting texture to these works, even though it's really, just a matter of how hard this metal plate is pressing into watered paper. My favorite techniques, well, one would be to do these natural washes that create a texture to the work, but another thing I like is a dry point etching, just because you're able to pretty freely draw and carve into the piece in a really easy, organic manner. I mean, the most difficult part of this process is understanding the process itself and having the patience to deal with how long it takes and how laborious of a thing it is just to etch something and mix the colors and see how those colors operate. So each etching is just really one color and how that color reacts to the pressing. And that process is a laborious one, so it's not a matter of just mixing, whatever, blue and orange quickly and adjusting a color. It's a couple-hour process probably to do that and to really run proper proofs and know what you're going to get. When something looks kind of simple maybe in the end or minimal, in reality there's a lot behind it. I like trying all different kinds of techniques, and historically, of course, etchings is, one of the oldest and most important manners of making a piece of art. But I think in very recent contemporary art, especially in Los Angeles, you don't see this medium that often. I think other LA artists would benefit from it just because it's learning something new. I mean, as many new techniques as you can learn are going to help you. Now that I've had to think in reverse, black equals white, letters are flipped over like in a mirror, the whole world is very confusing, and I no longer know where I am or what I'm doing. It's hard to read signs or menus or my cell phone anymore. I don't know if I'll ever recover, but it is what it is.